It is the seventh hour of the 11th day, the 11th month. I'd like to present you my commander to go into a service that we do really believe belongs to all of us. We are all veterans. Congratulations for being here today. Commander, would you please?
At this time, the chaplain will offer a prayer.
O God of hosts, we bow our heads in thankfulness for the victories thou hast granted us. To us and those people who have united with us to stamp out the evils of aggression, intolerance, and greed. We beseech thee to bring the blessing of understanding to families and friends in this and other lands, of those who have given their life that men may be free. Grant, O God, that those closest to the fallen may mingle the pain of their losses with a nobling life of sacrifice for civilization. Sacrifice a better world for this and other generations yet unborn. Grant us too, O God, the courage to live, so to live with families of nations around the world, that end of strife, the beginning of enduring peace. Grant us patience in planning with our fellow men and women, a world of which nations may resolve their differences by peaceful means. Touch thou souls of people in every land with enduring light of wisdom, so they may form a brotherhood which will strive to further the arts of peace under law and execute blessed by thy love. Grant now thy continued blessing upon unity and strength, and make victories possible in war, that we may win greater victories of peace. Amen.
On this day, Veterans Day, we are commemorating the services of veterans of all wars. We remember how men and women set aside their civilian pursuits to serve their nation's cause, defending the freedom of mankind and preserving our precious American heritage. We believe our strength on the field of battle, on the supply lines which nourished our armed might, lay in the justice of our cause against the forces of evil. We believe our determination made us better warriors because we fought with our minds and our hearts as well as our bodies. We recognize service to our country and her cause does not end with the termination of military service. We continue our endeavors in behalf of an honorable world peace with a feeling of profound gratitude to God and to the men and women who gave their lives as part of the cost of this noblest of causes. Out of blood and sweat, we learned of purpose, sacrifice, tolerance, bravery, and discipline. These are solid foundation stones upon which a great nation is built. In our continuing quest for an honorable world peace, we must cultivate these virtues.
If there be glory in war, it is the almost incredible spirit which it engenders. Those who offered their lives sacrificed their all with magnificent abandon. Heroism becomes contagious. Into in warfare, greed and brutality are epidemic. Too often, it is these later which persist in the peace that follows. Let us strive to see the same spirit of self-sacrifice is cultivated in peace as has been exhibited in war. It behooves us to rear new standards of success, to inspire youth in peace as youth was inspired in war. Public honor must be given where public honor is due, not to the manipulator of a market, the seeker after profit, possessing and carry to greater heights the standards of civilization. Let us honor those who in public service seek not how much they may secure from the nation, but how much they can give. Let us honor those who devote their lives to that education which will lead our children on to live and laugh and learn and love as we have only dreamed of doing. Let us honor those veterans who carry into ordinary affairs of life a noble idealism and sincere capacity of self-devotion. Let us translate the devotion of war into a devotion of peace. Let us will to live as well as die for our country.
Courage is one of the virtues born of war. The courage of individuals in the face of danger, and the courage of nations to protect the weak and punish the aggressor. There is bravery to be shown in peace as well. May we recapture the courage which turned the wilderness into cities that bound men together under government. We can turn slums into comfortable homes, turn uncertainties into certainties. We can reach new heights of civilization and opportunity for the men and women of this nation if we have the courage to expect and work for a better way of life. There can be romance in this challenge also. The bravery that fights for political, social, economic, and spiritual gains may be more difficult to practice, may be unsung when achieved, but in all the more worth striving for.
War has taught us the lesson of obedience to the command, and the ship is more than a crew. There is a greater discipline we must now pursue if we are to preserve the virtues of obedience in our quest for the honorable world peace. This is obedience to the laws we ourselves make, the voluntary discipline of citizenship. Under our system of government, we may change the laws by majority rule. We may persuade our neighbors to new territories and new courses. We advocate in free election the choice of veterans or lands. As good citizens, we follow the choice of the majority, whether that choice be the individuals or not. This is the virtue of discipline which must be ours in peace. This is the lesson we must learn at home, school, in the playing fields, in organizations, in the community, and the nation. It is the lesson of voluntary obedience to the decision of the majority. We must not be mindful either of the conclusions of other peoples with whom we have joined in the quest for an honorable world peace. This is the higher order of discipline.
In time of peace, we can use the ennobling virtues of war and put behind us its ugliness and suffering. In peace, we shall go forward together to scale new heights of achievement in unity of purpose, in sacrifice for the common good, in tolerance for those of different faiths and creeds, in bravery to fight for social and economic gains, and in the discipline of good citizenship. We shall move forward in the sight of God as a strong nation in a peaceful world.